Hello, you are welcome to class. So in this class today we are going to discuss how to determine the amount of fabric for a full 720-degree circle skirt. Okay, 720 degree. Please note, this might not be circle skirt. Maybe it might not be circle skirt that you'll be drafting. It might be let's say it might be peplum. It might be something of flair that you're going to attach to your sleeve or anything. You're still going to follow the same formula. Okay, so it's going to be the same way. It's just that the measurement will be different. So like the measurements we are working with is waist 9 and length, skirt length 10. Okay, so now it's a 720 degree that we are going to work on. So now what I mean by 720 degree means 360 plus 360. You can use your calculator to do that. It's 720, right? And our 360 is a full circle, right? That means full circle plus full circle is 2 circles, right? So that is the meaning how 720 come to play. Okay, so that means we have 2 circles to get 7. We need to make 2 circles to get 720 degree, right? So that is it. And now the formula we are going to use, we are still going to use 360 degree, but this time around it's just going to be in 2 places. And now we have a waist 9. So what we do is that we are going to divide this waist into 2. And why 2 is because we have 2 circles. We need to make 2 circles. So it's going to be 4.5 plus 4.5. This will give us 9, right? So 4.5 will be for one circle, 4.5 will be for the other circle. We need to make an equal proportion so that one circle will not be wider than the other. Okay, so now let's proceed. So now this is now going to be our new circumference, 4.5. So we are just going to say 4.5 divided by the regular constant for 360, which is 6.28, right? So plus 10. We are going to do 4.5 divided by 6.28 first, then your answer, you add it to 10. So 4.5 plus 6.28 will give us is 0.71. Okay, is 0.71 plus 10 will give us 10.71. So this is what we have. Can you see? So that means we need 10.71 in 4 places. So this is our first circle. Okay, now the second circle is still going to follow the same procedure, which is this 4.5 here divided by 6.28 plus 10. All together we have 10.71. So we are going to have this first, then we are doing the next one. So it's still going to be the same process, the same procedure, all right? And you just follow the procedure very well. So we are just going to say assumption. This is more like what do I want to say? An approximation. So let's approximate from 10.71 to 11. Okay, then this one also let's approximate to what? 11. So we have 11 in 2 places. In 4 places 11. We need 11 in 4 places. So let me explain that 11. That means we have from here to here 11, then from here to here, okay, another 11. Then we have another here 11, right? Then another one here 11. Since length by length will be like so, we're going to have 11 here, then also from here 11. So this is what we need. So that means we need what? 22 by 22 for each circle. So let's proceed to the fabric and let's start drafting. Okay, so let me get my fabric so that we can move on. Okay, so these are the fabric. So let me give you the measurement. Let's see the measurement. Let me adjust my camera. Okay, I think it's better now. Okay, so this is we said we need 22 by 22. So here is 22, and the length here also is 22, though it's a bit more than 22. Okay, let me just bring this closer so that you can see it. All right, so this is 22. Can you see? It's 23. It's more than that, but it's okay. So now we have two pieces. Now I'm going to cut out the two together. In case if your scissors, if you don't have a sharp scissors, it's okay. You might decide to cut one after the other. Okay, so this is my fabric, the two pieces, like so. So I place them together. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to fold widthwise like this. So this is it. I'm not sure if you can see this. It's okay, I think it's better now. Okay, so this is it. Now we folded it into two widthwise, right? We folded it into two widthwise. Then you fold again into two lengthwise, just like we did for the full circle. So but just that this time around we are making 720 degree. So this is what we have now. So if you look at it, if you are cutting out two together, right, if you are cutting the two pieces of the pieces for the peplum or circles together, you are likely to have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 like folds, like so. If you fold like this, you have 8 pieces. Okay, but if you are cutting out one after the other, then you have you have 4 pieces instead. Okay, please just take note of that. So when we fold, we are going to have a piece like this and opening like this. Can you see? Then the other one, we have something like this where the salvages will be here also. Can you see? Then we have the folded edge here. So those are the 4 sides we need to have. So our main center of attraction or concentration will be the folded parts, the folded part. Please don't make mistake. Most people usually make mistake by cutting out the unfolded part, this rough edges part. By the time they cut it, they will have a lot of pieces. So it's always very advisable to know that when you are cutting, it should be the folded edge should be your area of concentration. So this side and this side. So even if you are going to fold like so, it will be, you take one part of the folded edge to join this other part, or you take this one to join this other one. But do not, make sure the pieces, the one with the unfolded, or when I call this rough edges part, should be downwards, not the sides. Please note. So if you fold like this, it might not be so easy to cut because it will be so bulky. So you might just open it up and just cut out. So now the next thing is now to look into our circumference. And the circumference was 4.5 divided by the 6.28. And now I got the 4.5 was just the half of my waist divided half of my waist, which is 9 divided by 2. That's 4.5 divided by 6.28. The 6.28 is the constant. So I'm going to get 0.71. So I'm going to use 0.625. Okay, I will just mark. Let me bring my camera closer. So I will mark 0.625. That is the point after half. Okay. Then remember the 10, which is the length of the skirt length. Okay, so just cut out like this. So now the next thing is now to cut out. So I'm going to start by cutting out the length. So please note, if your scissors is not thick, it's not tight, or it's not sharp, please try to work on your fabric one after the other. So cut out the first peplum, then the second one. So this is it. So can you see? So this is what we have, 2 circles. Can you see? So this is it, and this is the opening. Okay, so we have 2. So you might be wondering that how am I going to, what is the next thing? The next thing is that we need to cut out one opening, because we need to join the openings together. So just cut out one part. You have things like this. Then the next thing is now to join the pieces together. Then after joining, we'll look at the final look. So let me quickly go and do that, then I'll show us how it looks. Okay, so this is the circle. Can you see? This is the two circles, the 720 circles. So can you see how full it is? So if this, I actually do not really like it for adults, except if you are making a ball gown. But for just the regular circles, you can just explore some other ways. Okay, so this is a 720. It's usually good for ball gowns, for kids, for adults, so it's very nice. And also for peplums. So if you are making a peplum, you can go for this. But for long skirts, it will be too full, especially if you are short. It might not really come out well. So that's just about the 720-degree circles. So you see, it has a lot of pleats, it has a lot of folds. So the fold is usually 16. Okay, 16, 8 in the front and 8 at the back. So that's why it will be so full, and see all this fold. So this is how it is. Now that's all about the 720-degree circles. So in our next class, we're going to discuss the 3 circles. Okay, so let's move on.